Since O on rat on O unless he gone in the membrane. Drank or smoked something that drove him insane. Since I don't do evil with plans to live like a true geezer, I won't succumb to tongue, gonna root evil. Got a reading from a Babylon, and he told me the path I'm on is like a Chinese banker that's lonely. So I cross T's and dot I's. Dead beef like a deadbeat pops. Pops that's not mine. I stay solid with the solid, silent round the salads. Evil green with envy, or green they ain't been around it. The movement's been co-opted, and the streets is not it. Stuck between a rock and a dyke box, and glad it's not thick. I could either chisel or sizzle my way out, cause gate route and blowing my brains out is played out. With mouths to feed and minds to free, I stay esophageal up and suckers mouths for me.
I thought that I could do it by my lonely. Try to get right, so many folks is wrong, man. So you know I keep it on, man. No hate for the home, man. It's no love for the foe, man. We at war, you see. It's gonna take more than me. So what's it gonna be? You wanna be on the free. I thought that I could do it by my lonely. Master self, don't be a slave to these conditions. We was raised to be forgiven, not to ourselves, but those who changed us for them digits and rearranged it in prisons, projects, and a crack epidemic. So I'm raised first and last, even after we finish. Our power black being menace to anyone attacking our women. We smashing the limits, still standing on the shoulders of our ancestors. Keep our heart from getting colder. If you feel me, I share you with betrayal every day though. More hollows than halos, so I stay low, swing low. Sweet chariot, I'm gon' ride the liberation train, go and see Harriet. Ain't no fearing, take confidence and we wearing it everywhere we is. Stick to the script or flip the narrative. The symbols predicted our dominance. Me and my conglomerates. I thought that I could do it by my lonely. Try to get right, so many folks is wrong, man. So you know I keep it on, man. No hate for the home, man. It's no love for the foe, man. We at war, you see. It's gonna take more than me. So what's it gonna be? You wanna be on the free. I thought that I could do it by my lonely.
Now see, nothing makes me angrier when we talk about our civil rights and what we've missed. But here comes the Asians in to join us. Here comes the Latinos in talking about their civil rights. Here comes white women in talking about theirs, the Mexicans, all of these people. And I don't know if some of you are very, very young, but in my experience growing up in Tulsa, Oklahoma, I never knew that anybody who was sent to the back of the bus because she was a white woman. Nobody was sent to the back of the bus because they were homosexual. Nobody was sent to the back of the bus because they were Asian and Latin. They were sent to the back of the bus because their faces were black. And now all of these groups are wanting to come in now and take the things that owe us. And some of our leaders stand up there and say, oh, we're all one. We should include everyone that's going in. Every time I hear them do that, I just want to pick up a sock, a shoe, or something and throw it at the television.
I thought that I could do it by my lonely. Try to get right, so many folks is wrong, man. So you know I keep it on, man. No hate for the home, man. It's no love for the foe, man. We at war, you see. It's gonna take more than me.
Support black media. Peace to the gods.
See, this is why I'm not mistaken by these leaders. See, anytime, first of all, you can't lead me when you call an organization rainbow because there's no black in a rainbow, as you all always know.
Peace to the guys. Peace to the guys. How y'all been? What y'all been on? What's good? What's really good? You know what I'm saying? What's up? Man, I ain't spoke to y'all in a minute. Miss y'all. You know, it's Virgo season. You feel me? Virgo season. Let's get it in. Let's get it popping. Y'all know what that means. I should know what that means. I'm a Virgo myself, you dig? If you into that stuff. But hey, check this out, you know. So some of y'all wondering about the song we just played. Before we get into what I want to talk about, yeah, the song I just played was by United Front. All right? Y'all can check out all United Front's music on their web page. You can actually order some of their music, get it downloaded to your devices right now if you want to. And man, when I say they got some fire music, they got some fire music. You know what I mean? So the website, I'm actually going to post it in the chat right now. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and just share my screen real quick. I got to show love because there's no music out there like this, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? So let me show love to the brothers, United Front. Y'all know what it is, man. You know what it is. It's United Front of Safo. So y'all go to UFASAFO.com. You know, as you can see, United Front right there. You go ahead and check out all of their music. You know, matter of fact, at the top you can click music and they'll bring it up. You know what I'm saying? That's the brother Dito Green. That's one of the album covers. They got merch, stuff like that. Support the brothers, you know. Support these brothers. Good group, good music. If you, man, a lot of times when I have to really get my spirits up on what's really going on out here, I have to tap into these sounds. You know, they remind me of a Dead Press, but in my opinion, they could be a little bit better. I don't know. They could give Dead Press a run for their money when it comes to these topics. And they got bars too. Oh my God, yo. Oh my God. All of them, man, it's like a conscious black power Wu-Tang. You know what I'm saying? There's so many of them. There's so many attachments. But yeah, this is what it is. And hold on. I may have to check this one out. This is an EP I haven't seen yet. It's a few of them. Okay. I'm slacking. But anyway, what's popping, y'all? Where everybody from? Where everybody from? What's good? Y'all share the platform. Y'all hit like. You know what I'm saying? We get so many likes, then yeah, it's gonna be. I'm a look. Listen, hey, my birthday, my born day, my anniversary is tomorrow. Least you can do is hit the like. You know, share the platform, stuff like that. If you want to support, you know, celebrate, crack a bottle open, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you do, you know, it could be soda, it could be juice, or it could be the bubbly, you know what I'm saying? Crack a bottle, drink one, smoke one, whatever you want to do, you know, slap a crack in the face, whatever you got to do, you know what I'm saying, to celebrate, you know, and it's all out of love, you know, when it comes to OC's born day. Yeah, my anniversary, you know, the time 37 times around the moon, you know, sun. But yeah, we getting it in, you know what I'm saying? Splash, you know. But yeah, what's good? Where everybody from? I like to check in, you know, you got to get the numbers up. Um, I got my cash up there. If y'all want to throw some on the cash up, you can, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's get it in today. Where everybody from? I got North Carolina always in the building. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it real with you. Always in the building. North Carolina. Where everybody from? Salute. Appreciate it. My born day is actually tomorrow on the 24th, as you can see. 824 OC. You know what I mean? 824 OC. Detroit. Okay. San Francisco, okay. Cali in the building, Florida in the building, Orlando, okay. We got Cape in the building, all right. Who else in the building? I want to know where everybody from. Let's shout out where you from. Florida, yeah. Hey, we're gonna talk about the Russia. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about some other things too. So we got someone by the way of Philadelphia, Detroit, and Delaware. Okay. Stay moving around, I see. Moving around. Yeah. Y'all go ahead and hit like. You know, it's about almost 40, so I should see 40 likes. Just click like, you know, it's super easy. Just pop. You got New York in the building. You know what I'm saying? Let me get them likes up, change the algorithms. You know, we got some things that I want to definitely touch on when it comes to this, man. Because I got word that there's some things that's about to go down. And I think we should definitely think about our strategies when it comes to this. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we got an 825 it's the day of the Virgo, you know, it's our time, it's the season, you feel me? We got Iowa. All right. That's real. All right. So look, I'm going to get started. And I ain't gonna be on her for too long. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I say that, then I be on for like a couple of hours. You know, so let me see. Y'all got me reading questions. St. Petersburg. Hold on. You know, I had to do a section. You know, Jay. I kind of want to open up the platform to talk to people, but let me get my spiel. Hey, do y'all want to have a conversation about? Because I'm seeing different questions already. Dude, I just hit just put 24 in the chat if you think I should open up the platform so people can come up here and speak about, you know, what's on their mind when it comes to different things. Because I'm seeing different questions. Let's just have a conversation about it. I'm for the smoke too. You know what I'm saying? I had to ask myself, I can't be nice all of the time. I got to let people have what's on my mind because, you know, I be having a lot of things on my mind and I don't be saying it. I be letting people get they spills off and boom, boom, boom. But nah, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, I mean, you know, psychedelic background. I mean, but we ain't here for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just in a different room in the house. You know what I'm saying? So this is my lady thing. This an elephant, psychedelic, you know, artsy. I'm an artsy type of guy. Don't worry about the background, man. People worry about the wrong things. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, yo, what's up? All right, I'm gonna open up the platform. Let me get this spill off. I'm gonna open up the platform. I'm gonna just put a link in the chat so people can come through. All right. So we just gonna chop it up real quick. Hey, I'm gonna just disclaimer. If I cut you off, it is what it is, but I'm gonna let you get yours off. I'm gonna get mine off. We're gonna do it like that. But anyway, you know, it's all up. You know what I'm saying? I just like to, you know, keep it moving, especially if it's a lot of people that want to come up and you know, chop it up. But if it's a good conversation, I'm gonna keep, you know. But anyway, check this out. All right. First off, I'm gonna say this. We should know this by now. If you live in America, the American government do not want you to be self-sufficient at all. American governments want you to depend on the government for everything. What do I mean by everything? Okay, depend on the government for resources, all resources. When it comes to teaching, even teaching your children, want you to depend on the government for every single thing. I just, you know, just so I don't float off topic because I got so much on my mind. Let me, because I got some stuff that I want to get off. I need to say this real quick to go to where I'm going. You know what I mean? Because we become very dangerous people in America's eyes when we become self-sufficient, when we have our own self-determination. You know what I'm saying? So we become very dangerous when we say, nah, we don't want to use your government fund or whatever government. You know, we don't want to do none of that. We don't want to mess with you at all. We would just want to do stuff for ourselves. Can we do that? You know what I'm saying? And in their mind, they say, oh, you want to do that? Now you're an enemy to the state because you're being self-sufficient, especially if you're bringing people with you. Oh, no, you cannot do that, sir, ma'am. You cannot do that, sir, ma'am. You can't operate, especially have a bunch of people under you or over you or whatever. That's going to be not asking us for help. Let's not do that. That's how America operates. So look, y'all put stuff in the chat. Name all the stuff that we actually depend on the government for. Just put in the chat. You know what I mean? Name all the things that we depend on the government for. So I mean, sure, you know, I go here. Let me go here first. Religion. Yeah. So who prints out our biblical, or, you know, who prints out our text? Did we may have created religion, but we don't even have any copyrights or anything. If you look in your Bible, for example, you'll see a copyright. Who did that copyright belongs to? Do you know, for example, let's say the NIV version of the Bible, the same person that owns the NIV version of the Bible also own a portion of the porno industry. So we have a lot of these wicked individuals behind our sacred text, and then we just go along with it. So our government has the strings, had to water down our religion. They are over our religion. Boom, boom, bang, bang. So religion is one. So and that's pretty much our spiritual faith. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely one of them. Y'all put some other ones, so someone put medical, food, like food stamps, stuff like that, energy, defense. Sean pretty much just say, look, everything we depend on, with our government. You know what I'm saying? But let's be more specific. Let's do this. Name something that we actually say, hey, we're doing it by ourselves without any government help. What is something that we do as a people without the government, without this system? Name something that we do as a people without this system. Go. Just one thing. Just one thing. I'll wait. So I'll wait. Just name one thing that we do without the system. Just one. So education, we need a lot of people, a lot of us. I say we as in a lot of us, because my children are homeschooled. So education, we go to them for education. So let's scratch it up. So when it comes to growing food, where do you get those seeds from? Where you get those seeds from? Where you get your seeds from? And then on top of growing food, that they actually would say, like, hey, you can only grow so much. So, okay, so you say kill each other is something that we do. No, that's systematic as well. That's systematic. So let me explain. That's systematic because anytime, like even in my head, if I feel like, hey, out of all the people I can kill, I'm going to think about a black person just because I can get away with it. It's a possibility I can get away with that one. That's systematic. That's systematic. So name something else. We can't say kill each other because that's systematic as well. We should know that. We should know that. We should know that. I mean, name one thing. I haven't seen one thing that us as a people that we are self-sufficient about. That's a problem. That's a problem. That's a problem. And it's a reason why it's that way, because they don't want us to be self-sufficient. So they don't want us to be, come on. Like nobody. Just type in the chat, look, I have nothing. Just say, I have nothing. It's nothing that we do this by ourselves, without any type of systematic or government help. If you can tell me, just put something. If you can't, just say, I have nothing. I'll wait for a second. Right. I like that. The black on black crime is basically poverty related to, systematic. And I would say it's deeper than that. That's a good one. Someone said ignorance. But unfortunately, even our ignorance is systematic. If it wasn't for this system, we wouldn't be ignorant. We wouldn't be ignorant. Yeah, so everything points back to the system. Everything points back to the system. Us needing them is a problem. It's a problem. But let me put it like this. In a regular relationship, man, woman, that's straight black pride. With a regular relationship, when if it comes to just one individual just needing the other individual, if it's not synonymous with each other, if both individuals don't need each other, then it's a problem. That's toxic. So if, say for example, if I needed my girl and she didn't need me, that's a problem. If I needed my girl for everything and she don't need me for anything, that's a problem. Same vice versa. If she needed me for everything and I don't need her for nothing, that's a problem. Matter of fact, if I just want to use her, you know what I'm saying? If I set up her world in a way where I'm like, yo, I'm gonna set up everything where she's gonna have to need me. Now, if she take one step outside of doing things herself, it's a problem. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna do everything in my power to make sure that she do not make any steps towards self-deficiency. I'm going to cut that off by any means necessary. Don't matter if I have to use physical force or whatever. That's a problem. That's an unhealthy relationship. So that's what we have with America, unhealthy relationship, because they don't even want us to be self-sufficient, have self-determination for ourselves, to make up our own minds ourselves. All right. So, yeah, they say the land of the free, but technically we have the ability to be confused and tricked into this society that we're in. So it's really not free. We have the freedom to be slaves, what I'm saying, in this society, So they control everything. So that brings me to this point. So connecting, basically finding our own resources, such as, I know I did a broadcast about Uhuru movement. And I basically just reacted to some of the things that was being said to what was done out here in St. Louis, because the FBI actually raided not only, well, let me just keep it on. I don't want to talk about Trump. I don't have nothing to do with that, because they raided Trump, but they also raided the Uhuru movement, all because they was operating on their own ways of bringing in funds. You know what I'm saying? So they was operating on their own way. So they was politicking with other countries outside of America and this system. They say, hey, if you are able to bring in such and such funds and do this and that for our movement, then we're going to rock with you. America doesn't like that, because we know what? America only likes their people to only take resources from them. Only take resources from America. That's what they want us to do. Once we reach outside of America, it's a problem. It's a problem. All right? So listen. Well, here's what I do know. That Russia is actually giving out funds and a lot of support to not only people in general, but different Black organizations. And of course, it's not full Black organizations. Like some of these organizations, there's a lot of white people behind it, things like that. But I'm bringing out this question: what's wrong with that when there's people that want to operate self-sufficiently? So people want to operate by themselves outside of the government. So what that looks like is a monopoly thing that the government is doing when it comes to the people, when they say, hey, you can't I want to block everything that whatever reach that you have with these other countries. I want to block that. You know what I'm saying? You come to us if you want something. You don't go to them, especially if we have a problem with them. You know what I'm saying? We're going to deem you as a terrorist or everything under the sun because, you know, they go with this, I'm white and I say so, or I'm America and I say so, you know, for whatever that means. You know what I'm saying? Because they feel like they have authority over you. They get to do what they want to you. All right. So I read this article, and it's actually, you know, with our dear brother Ramzu and the Detroit movement basically took the initiative to go ahead and reach out, you know, and pretty much make things happen when it comes to what's going on with Russia. Hold on, let me bring this up. I just want to bring this up so you can see it for yourself. 1 second. So I want to help spread this message. So I got a message from, you know, basically we're talking to really different individuals, and I'm gonna say, like, they say, yeah, Uhuru movement, yeah, they got raided. And it's different reasons why they got raided, but that has nothing to do with me. But on top of that, I really feel like America could do what they want to do. They could make up what they want to make up when it comes to whatever that anyone is doing. I could do something as simple as mentoring children, and they can come down on me for whatever reason. They could raid my home. They could do whatever they want because they control everything. They control the narrative. They can say what they want. They can demonize me, and then there goes that. So ultimately, the main thing is for America to cut off any hand that's reaching out to everything outside of the U.S. You know, so I want us to just really focus on self-sufficiency outside of U.S. I don't care where you get the money from, where you get the funds from. We shouldn't care about that because they're going to do what they want to do anyway. I don't want us to be scared on, you know, being raided and stuff like that, because they can do that to me right now just for talking out like this. You know what I'm saying? They could deem me a terrorist, you know, and I literally don't even have a record, but they could just make up some stuff, you know. So, but we definitely have to focus on what we need as a people. We got to get outside of this system. I know a lot of us, you know, focusing on a bag, focusing on these different things that really ultimately it doesn't mean too much for the people and the masses. Because I didn't see people get bags and nothing happened for the community. I didn't see people get bags and these different opportunities, and, you know, whoever gave them opportunities turned their back on them. I didn't see people get bags. And, you know, yeah, they'll do something that, like, let's just say they build a foundation, they build a building, you know, and come out with a nonprofit or whatever. But then I didn't watch the enemy. I didn't watch America, you know, eventually 10 years, 20 years, run that business to the ground. You know what I'm saying? So anytime that we are operating in this system, we should know for a fact that this system is not made for us. It's not. It doesn't matter how many W's you take in this system. At the end of the day, it doesn't work for us in masses, and it's definitely not going to work for, I would like to say, you know, our our generational wealth, our generational freedom. You know what I'm saying? Because you could be super successful today, but what about your bloodline? What about the tomorrows? You know what I'm saying? What about them? What about the government coming down on them or doing something that's going to take the whole success away from your bloodline? So listen, we have to focus on operating under self-deficiency, self-determination. Self-determination. Hold on, let me bring still want to bring that website back up. But what y'all think? What's on your mind? I'm about to open up the lines real quick so we can definitely discuss it, talk about whatever's on your mind. Just know where my mind is at. It's on self-determination, self-efficiency, things like that. But I'm about to open it up in a second. So let me just show this just so we know OC is not capping. You feel me? And you know, keep in mind, you know, like I say, the 824 OC, you know, it's the guy's solar return tomorrow. You know, y'all make sure y'all show me love any way possible. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Man, the website, for whatever reason, it's not pulling up. So guess what I'm pulling up? I'm pulling up the good brother Major TV because I think he actually posted. Yes, he did. Yeah, shout out to Major TV. It's been a while since I communicated with the brother. You feel me? All right. Yeah. So look, same thing. Website. It's the brother Ramzul. Russian election. Yeah. So that's what it is. Detroit's independence. I want y'all to tap in. Matter of fact, I'm gonna post this link. Just read it. I actually got this, all of this on here in the description, but definitely tap in and y'all peep what's going on. So just so you know, Detroit independence, what that is, for those who don't know, it's basically, I would like to call like Ramzul, it's creating an autonomous zone where it's government free, a bunch of people together, if I could say a tribe, working on self-determination, you know, and this is outside of the government, of course, you know, operating by certain laws, and it's all lawful, you know, saying things like, hey, you can acquire a home and you don't have to go through these different contracts and things like that. So ultimately, it's just people working together and moving in the right direction when it comes to self-determination and really finding the loopholes, getting outside of this government as much as you can. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically what's going on. And guess who supports? Guess who support that? Yeah, it's been supported. Why not? Why not? And what is the problem? What is the problem with the brother in this group getting support from anybody that have a problem with this system? If you got a problem with this system and I have a problem with this system, hey, we can make something happen just on that alone. Just saying. Just saying. But y'all go ahead and check this out. Check this out. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and share the platform. We could chop it up. We could definitely chop it up if y'all ready for that. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Hold on. I'm about to put a link out. Y'all gotta catch the link. I mean, I gotta leave my. Look, I gotta be selfish, y'all. Look, I gotta leave my pen Cash App up. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I love the love. You know what I'm saying? We don't get too much of love. I get hated on. People get hated on so much throughout the day. I need a good balance. You feel me? Oh yeah, let me post this. Let me post this. You know, Ramsey Republic of Detroit and human rights policy officers. It's the right to self-determination held every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It's at 8 Eastern, 7 Central. So once again, that's Monday, Wednesday. So it was just one today that I missed, unfortunately. I keep on missing them. I be honest, but I do want to hop in these, like, for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to see how it works with St. Louis. For real. You know what I mean? Because we need to get it popping out here, too. You know what I'm saying? I know that's specifically for Detroit, but whoever tap into that meeting, they will also be tapping into hows and what and when tos on how to even move in the direction of self-determination. You know what I mean? So definitely check that out. You know. So I just put the link right there for anybody that want to tap in with the guide just for a little bit. Like I say, I just wanted to put this out. Like I say, I ain't talked to y'all in a minute. You know what I mean? So I've been taking a break from the internet. You know what I mean? It's yeah, I be having to unplug, like, for real, and be on some other stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's how I get down. You know, I have to unplug and get some other stuff, get my real life together, you know, because that's definitely needed. But I put the link out. All you got to do is click on that link. You could be able to tap in and things like that. You know, shout out to y'all for coming through. Like I said, I know it's been a minute. You know what I'm saying? So y'all showing love. Y'all showing love for the God. Y'all showing love for the God. The God's Earth Day. You know what I mean? I'm about to do something tonight. Yeah, I'm about to have a good time. About to have a good time. Yeah, y'all go ahead and tap in. Some of y'all say y'all wanted to tap in, so go ahead and tap in. Go ahead and tap in. I got the link. Right there. Let me put it again. Go ahead and tap in with the guy. We can talk about anything at this point. Don't be shy. Don't be scared. Just know I'm full of smoke. So we can get it in. We can have a nice conversation. I mean, I don't care who you are. You can tap in. You know what I mean? Just don't get mad if I cut you off if you tripping. You know, because I want to keep stuff on the raw. Don't be long-winded. Let's have a convo. Yeah, I mean, let me read some of the stuff in the chat too, because I'll be missing out on reading it in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I'll be missing out. How y'all feel about self-determination and getting outside this government? Y'all scared? Like, what we got to do? Are y'all scared to get outside this government? You know what I'm saying? Because I know, look, we invested, right? Some of us got stuff tied into your job. You got the 401ks. You got all these different benefits, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, just know a lot of these benefits sounds great, but when you look at the longevity of things, it's not that great, you know, because really we just need to not have this government. You know what I mean? Just plain point, period. Just plain point, period. You know, I don't think we really should be scared. I think as a people. So listen. All right. So ants, right? You think of a small ant. Small ant, you could just stomp on it like boom, it's nothing, you know. But just think, because do you know that it's ants that can actually take down a big elephant? You know how big an elephant is. Now, if it could take down an elephant, it could take you down too. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it 100. You know what I mean? So, of course, one ant can't do that. Tons of ants. It takes a lot of ants in unity taking down the elephant. Yes, the ants will conquer the elephant. The ant will conquer the elephant. So like my brother King T said, like, yo, we have to unify. If we got the same mind, if we thinking the same, then yeah, what's wrong with unifying? You know what I'm saying? It's something as simple as, hey, even Russia, it's like, hey, I don't like America. I'm bad with accents. Like, I'm gonna keep on. I don't like America, and I'm like, yo, hold on. How they talk is German. I can't even do it. I was about to do something. I was about to do a lot of, but I ain't finna do that. So I don't like America. Look, I don't like America either. Let's build on that. You know what I'm saying? So you can just have one thing in common. You could build on that and build unity with that. All that other stuff out the window. Like, oh, you worship the devil. I worship Jesus. So what? Do you not like the government? I don't like the government. All right, so let's build something. Let's just, you know what I mean? Do you like black people? I like black people too. All right, let's just build something when it comes to black people. You know, like you want to build with the youth? Me too. Let's just build on just that. I don't care about your religion. I don't care about, you know, your background, who you like, stuff like that. Let's just build on something in specific. Of course, if you ain't doing nothing to hurt our children, to hurt our women, to hurt our people, then it should be lit. You know what I'm saying? It should be lit. You know what I mean? There's definitely strength and unity, for sure, for sure. You know, we need an army on a lot of different fronts. We don't just need people with guns. We need people that's thinkers, people that's good with this, that, and everything. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely a strength in numbers, but it's definitely a strength in certain people doing the exact same thing. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta specialize in something and do that something very good. And this other group do that other something very good as well. But self-determination is what we need to get to for real. Nobody tapping in. You know what I'm saying? Nobody tapping in. It's a few people that hit the 24 earlier. They say they want to tap in. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just wanted to spread the message and get this out. You know, feel free. Hey, if you've been reaching out to me and I ain't been picking up, it is what it is. You know, it's either I don't rock with you or I'm just busy. Always tap on my live and try to reach out to me then. And that'll be the best way to do it. That'll be the best way to do it. You know, tap into my, especially when it comes to, you know, me even putting in a link, just tap into my live. We could figure out something that way. We could figure out something. You know what I mean? But if I don't rock with you, I don't rock with you. It is what it is, man. You know, that's what my spirit says, you know. Hey, you know. So, but outside of that, birthday tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? Y'all show love to the God. Hit up my bless me. You know what I'm saying? Bless my cash out, stuff like that, you know. We gotta keep talking about this self-determination. That's what I'm about. That's what I want to get into. I want to see what we can come up with. Let OC the Great TV be the think tank when it comes to really getting what we need. We really need different groups doing different things, specializing in different things and making things happen for the community, for our people. You know what I'm saying? So we can get outside of this government strategy on what's going on and bringing our people down, keeping their foot on our necks. You know what I'm saying? Self-determination. All right. So, hold on. Okay. I almost felt some type of way with someone when my sister say grandpa. I thought she was calling me a grandpa. I am getting old. I'm about to be 37, yo. 37. Man. I did spend some time. I remember I didn't think I was going to see the age of 18, and now I'm 37. That's crazy, right? I didn't think I was going to see the age of 18. I never thought I would get to 37. Never thought I would get to 37. Say I'm not old yet, 40 is old. I'm almost there. Hey, but I'm going to still look good. I'm going to be healthy. You know what I'm saying? And I bet you I could beat any one of y'all in basketball. What's up? You know what I mean? Yeah, I get real physical too. Football, all of that. You know what I mean? What's up? Boxing, what? You know what I mean? Whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do. I'm a young guy in the inside because I eat good. You feel me? Yeah, I rocks with y'all. Hey, you know, nobody clicking in. So look, you know, y'all make sure y'all listen and pay attention to what's really going on. They always want to create a way to have you to need them. You don't need them. You can do it yourself. We come on. I shouldn't have to say we smart, right? We shouldn't have to need anybody. You know what I'm saying? We should be able to do our own things, be super self-sufficient. Let's just think if everything just shut off right now. You know, the whole system just cut off altogether. The electric, the lights, gas, water, all of that. What if everything just cut off? You'll have to be self-sufficient then. But guess what? You'll probably panic. But at the end of the day, you know, yeah, survival of the fittest at one point. But also, we'll start working more together. We'll start really making things happen. We'll get very tribal. You know what I'm saying? And I bet you we'll end up finding our own energy. We'll end up finding our own water. We'll end up finding everything. But since these things are available, they're forcing us to pay. And yeah, they'll probably get on us if they find out that we are using some type of energy that didn't get their approval. We'll figure out a way. I guarantee you. Sure, we'll figure out a way. They just say, like, hey, if they just said on the news today, hey, you really don't need our energy. You can find energy on your own. You can find water on your own. Now, I bet you 10 times out of 10, there will be a lot of people who say, you say what? We could do what? I bet. I'm going to figure out a way to not to pay these utility bills. I'm going to figure out that way. Once I find out, it's lit. It's lit. So a lot of us already kind of know what to do to get these things, but you know, we just ain't doing it, and we get blocked from doing these things because that's what the government do. You know what I'm saying? So we'll smarten up real quick. But once they step out the picture, once the government say, hey, you know, y'all could do what y'all want to do on y'all own for real. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So I was about to shut it down, but I got somebody that popped in. We're going to have a little conversation real quick, you know, and anybody else want to pop in, y'all could do it. I'm going to do it one by one. So please, if you hop backstage, just hold on. I'll get to you. It ain't going to be that long. You know what I'm saying? Peace to the guys. What's going on? Daniel, what's good with you?
Yeah, salute to you there, brother OC. And I thank you for, you know, for putting this information out there, because we're getting help from outside of this nation. And as you said, you know, why can't we get help from other folks? And what we're doing is operating under international law, the right of self-determination. That is the law. That is part of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights.
That's right.
That's two covenants. It's the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights and the International Covenant on Economic, Social, and Cultural Development. That's our rights that we have. And through self-determination, which is the supreme law of this country that the United States ratified in September of 1992. See, that's something most folks don't even realize, that these human rights laws have been put in place. When Dr. King and Brother Malcolm, when they were fighting for civil rights, if you notice, just before they were murdered, assassinated, they like to use the term assassinated, make it sound a little better, but before they were murdered, they was switching to human rights, and revolution. And see, that's the powerful right. That's the only right now that can get us what we want. What we need, I should say. Self-determination is the supreme law of this country. So those other groups that's been raided by this government, that's because they're basically still operating within this system. We're not operating within this system. We're operating through international law, and that's what counts, and that's where we're at.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Appreciate you coming on.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So the people need to know that, hey, we really don't need this government at all. You know what I'm saying?
Not at all.
Ourselves, and we could be able to move forward. So yeah, I would like for different groups to be able to show example on how to do it. And I feel like this group is definitely, taking a step forward when it comes to doing that. So
yes.
Salute to that.
And so one more thing that I would like to let the people know. Everyone is welcome. All the different groups, the Hebrew Israelites, New Era Detroit, the FOI, Nation of Islam. This is not a human rights policy officer thing. We are the ones organizing it and setting it, putting the effort forth and communicating with these other nations, because we are the supreme law enforcement of the world. People may not think that's true, but we are the top law enforcement of the world because we're operating under human rights. That's very important. But we welcome all groups, all organizations around the city of Detroit and around the nation. Bring your flag. Come plant your flag. If you want true sovereignty, you want true freedom, you want to stop the arbitrary arrest, mass incarceration, police assassination, gentrification, ethnic cleansing, you want to stop that, here it is. This is your opportunity. The Republic of Detroit is no longer Detroit, Michigan, by the way. Now it's the Republic of Detroit, where it's official, it's been stated, it's been asserted. So now let's come up and move forward with it.
Yes,
thank
indeed.
you.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, my brother.
Yes, sir. You're welcome, brother. Salute to you, man.
All right. Yup. That was my brother. Yeah, with the self-determined, I'm gonna call it the self-determination group. You know what I'm saying? The Detroit. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. You know what I mean? I got my brother King T with the young guy in his arms. What's good, my brother? Peace to the guys. You're on mute.
Happy early birthday. Little man had his birthday on Saturday, so I guess that's why I like you. Because you share my son's birthday. You feel me?
That's what's up. That's what's up. You say he's coming up on Saturday?
Huh?
You said he was coming up on Saturday?
No, just past Saturday.
Just past Saturday. Okay. Yeah. That's what it is. August baby.
August baby.
Yeah.
Nip's birthday was on the 15th.
Okay.
Yeah. So you know what I mean. It's a lot of great people on that August. Huh?
You already know.
Tell everybody, you tell them happy birthday. You tell them happy birthday, man. Yeah. Anyways, that's why we just walked in, bro. I just want to tell you that. Okay. You said your birthday. I was like, man, we gotta salute you on that. Your birthday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nah, that's love though.
Hope everything's cool. Hope the family, good. Little man got a little cold. You feel me? That he's been fighting last couple days. So
yeah.
That's why. But we blessed. You feel me? But like you said though, bro, it's in order for us to do better in life, for the next generation in life, we got to be able to teach them. Even if they do go to public schools, make sure that you take the time out to sit with your kids and tell them your history, your family roots, who their grandparents is, where they came from. They struggles, they survivals. You know what I mean? Your aunts, your uncles, just everything else. That's how it starts out. You do it from the family end, and then it's easier to branch out to everything else because you have an understanding of who you are. You know what I mean?
So you definitely start at home. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you have to.
So If they see any one of us, with our hands out, when it comes to the government and stuff like that, then they're gonna do it too. You know what I mean? So it definitely start with us. So if we are more self-sufficient, then they're gonna act the same way. You know what I'm saying? So for the next generation, and keep it going. So we gotta do it ourselves and start with us. We can't wait on somebody else or someone to crack open the sky to give us self-determination. It start with us. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean, bro? And that's you 100 on that. And it's, just like how you said that analogy of an ant. You know what I mean? Let me tell you something. I don't know how many people are aware in the chat, but the most fierce animal in all of Africa is the colony of the fire ants. They've been known to sit there and kill the drunk men that's sitting that pass out everything else. That them ants go right through them. Like how you said, you know what I mean? With so the smallest thing could sit there and affect the biggest things in life. And the only way to do it is because it'd be millions and millions and millions of ants. So as soon as they come, I take a challenge to everybody in the chat. If you haven't done just that portion of it, just put in the ants in Africa. When they move, every known creature moves out the way. Every because they're
because they know what time it is. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, they're coming. You know what I mean? I'm talking about snakes. I'm talking about you name it. Hyenas, lions, this, that. Everything is.
Let me pack my shit.
You know what I mean? But what they got? They got the worker ants that feed the colony, that produce the.
If they pull up in anybody's house, I'm pretty sure we're gonna do the same thing. Like, I need to move.
you know what I'm saying?
They all start piling in. Like, it's time to go. It's time to go.
When you have a unity like that, that can't be unmatched, and they're moving as one. That's where where you said that they don't want us to be in that stage is that right there. You know what I'm saying? So if we don't look to that path and sit there and say, you know what I mean, that's my brother, that's my sister, whatever the case is, and you want to help people, right? You know what I mean, and listen and educate the youth and everything else. What we doing this for? You know what I'm saying? You like this, you know what I mean? There's situations that happen in our community on a daily basis, from gang violence to this, that, everything else, that we have to sit there and instead of look to these youth and complain about what the youth doing, about the music, the content, you know what I mean, how disrespectful the social media is. You got to sit there and what are you doing on that aspect of it? You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with talking to a youngster and say, hey man, what you going through? You know what I'm saying? Because that little youngster that you're talking to might not have no daddy. You know what I'm saying? So you might be the only role model that he's ever sat there came across that's really trying to understand his struggles in life. You know what I mean? And so it's for us to sit there and instead of critiquing the young, we got to sit there and make sure that because we're grown that we lead the young.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's my main focus too. It's the youth. You know? I mean, like I think about our future. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of us old heads. You know what I mean? We really stuck when it comes to a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So the youngest, they really carry that energy, that passion that we need, you know, to carry the future. And they're supposed to be here way after we gone. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we gotta get it in for our babies. Like for real. You know what I'm saying? Like someone said in the chat, it was like, yo, you know, King T showing that he's a great father, positive role model, things like that. It's a lot of fathers that's not even in their children's life, or they don't even want to show their children on screen, and you know, or spend time with them, things like that. You know what I mean? So it's very important, you know, to be a positive role model, to be a role model in general, and push our children in the right direction. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, bro.
The self-determination, you know, and not having our hands out for these different, you know, benefits. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, definitely. Well, salute to you, man. Thanks for coming through, showing love, man.
Well, most definitely, bro. You know what I mean? Like I said, you know, I'm not. We're not gonna be there tomorrow with you, but we're gonna be there tomorrow with you. You know what I mean? So happy birthday! You know what I'm saying? You and birthday. You know what I mean? You're 37 years young. Which are you gonna be? What, 38?
Nah, I'm gonna be 37.
37, okay. You know
Be
what I mean?
37, yeah.
Look, you know what I mean, and keep on doing like you've been doing, bro. You know, but it's the content you put out is a very needed content for people that are not woke or awake and this anything else. It's knowing who you is, understanding your conscience and who you are as a mass of people. Let me say one more thing too, bro. That I've been seeing lately on some certain these chats, bro. That certain people have issues with talking about Africans and this, that, everything else. Like we're as a people, we're being stretched so thin on every level, from politics to religion to this, that, everything else. Now we're even to the point now, even people that look like you, because they come from that third world country that we all come from, that we're different than somebody else, bro. You know what I mean? It's just weird to me. I've been seeing that lately. Like what's all that little like hating on Africans and this, that, everything else? Where's that gonna get us in life? You know what I mean? Like if everybody take their roots, everything else, I think everybody came from Africa, right? So how can you sit there and hate on the same origin of people that you come from if you say you for black the black empowerment?
Right.
You know what I mean? If you're not for this black struggle and to try to make sure that these kids have a better future than what we had, and so on and so forth for the next generation after they go. Because one thing about life, bro, you have life and you have death. You know what I mean? Every living thing is going to have an ending.
Yeah.
So let's stop all this little things that hold us back, instead of us uniting and being a little more understanding with each other and coming together. You know what I mean? As one, and move like those ants in Africa. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
You know what I mean? So it's never about the
so
size.
many,
It's about who you got around you.
Yeah.
Who's willing to move like you and understand like you. And it might not happen nationwide, right? Everybody has their own city, and we grow from the city phase of things, and each organization sits there and branches and meets, and then you have a nuclear, a bigger colony. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like let's this is 2022. You know what I mean? Like everybody has to think to themselves and look in the mirror and say, how do our ancestors look upon us for the things that we do and the things that we say and how we commit ourselves for the struggle of the respect and the freedom of our people? You know, all we're trying to do is live. We don't ask for nothing more but to be able to sit there and raise our kids. We're not fearing our kids walking out the house and they might get racially profiled, everything else, and get killed by that motherfucking redneck. I'm just being 100 with it. Because you know what? This is the struggle we got in this world, in this life as a people. So we every man and woman has to look in the mirror and say, hey, what am I doing? Am I committed to this? You know what I mean? Because if you're committed to your kids, that means you can be committed to other people's kids. And that's what it takes for a tribe to raise one. You know? Yeah. So if my kid is on the other side of the street and he's doing something wrong, because you know who I am, hey, they used to sit there and regulate that ass. But that don't happen no more, because we're becoming accustomed to sit there fearing these youth. We can't fear these youth, whatever the case was, because that's how we were. I remember when I was younger, gangster rap came out and everything else, NWA, and they thought we was the worst of the worst. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's sad to say, my generation sat there and raised these little young kids to be the way they is. So I got to take responsibility for that. So every person that's an adult and everything else that grew up in America got to take responsibility for how our kids turn out to be. You know what I mean? They didn't become the way they is because the way they is. No. You know what I mean? Everybody has skills and how the drugs affected our community, how the COINTELPRO affected our community, how they're not trying to see us organized and be unified from the beginning of time, because they know with unity, they can't stop us. That's a proven fact. You know, so let's religion, politics, different gang colors, like Nip tried to show. Like we're the only color you should be worried about is who you look in the mirror and who looks like you. When I was younger, you used to walk by, you see older black folks, you know what you say? Hey, how you doing? You say hi to everybody, you know? They don't even do that no more. You know what I'm saying? You ask grandma, hey, can I help you to take your groceries to your house? But these kids, they bro, if we're not gonna sit there and teach them, you know what I mean? You think that the streets gonna learn? You know what they're gonna learn? They're gonna learn that hard lesson when they get locked up and they figure out that sitting back, reading books and everything else, and realizing, you know what I mean, black unity is all you got in life. Because this is what it is. We're in a position of just we just want our peace to sit there and be free. You know what I mean? And not be treated as no other race of people in this world. Why do we got to catch the hell and this and everything else and the brunt of all the negativity and the stereotypes and everything else of not being intelligent enough to play quarterback, not being intelligent enough to be an astronaut and everything else in life? You know what I mean? This is what they want us to believe, but they know for a fact that they can't take this from us because, you know what, we birthed a nation. You know, just like them colony of ants, right? The Egyptians birthed this nation. You know, this pigment cannot be given, right? Without this pigment here, no other pigment exists in this life cycle in Earth. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because we gave birth to this. You know what I mean? The black woman is the mother of all this Earth. You know what I'm saying? So respect your women, raise your kids, defend your family. You know what I'm saying? Defend your people. Yeah. You know what I mean? If you ain't gonna do nothing, whatever the case is, at a certain age in life, you know what I mean? You're fooling yourself. Regardless how much money you stack up in a bank and this and everything else, if you ain't ready to do something positive, to leave something behind for the sake of your kids, you know what I mean? For the sake of your people, for the sake of your community, you know? And it all starts with just wanting to have a better life in this, a better understanding. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to leave y'all with that. You know, it's been a while, but this is one of the only shows that I tune into because this is where real people have real conversations. And you know that, OC. I always tell you that, bro. You know what I mean? I salute you for that because you could be doing some other thing in your time, whatever the case was, but at 37, a young 37, you know what I'm saying? You've been bred in this. You know what I mean? Homeschooling the kids, everything else, because you know what? You're not willing to sit there and let some other people tell you who your kids should learn and not learn, what history is and what being enslaved people was coming into this country. You know what I mean? The atrocities that we face as a people. You know, they want us to forget this, whatever the case is, because the sheer magnitude of the hate and the violence that was caused upon our people is second to none to the devil. You know what I mean? Like the things that you do to a human being that's done to black people and everything else. You know what I mean? Like, people are scared to talk about that. People are trying to wipe that out of the history books nowadays. Say, you know, critical race theory and everything else. No, we need to sit there and educate ourselves to educate our kids. Because if you don't know shit, they're not going to know nothing. Point blank. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
So this is where it starts right here. Platforms like this, where the unity comes in, and you grow the masses from outside everything else, and have organizations and just build on that. Build on being real. You know what I'm saying? Build on being just a positive role model, a positive man, a positive woman. You know what I mean? A positive mother, positive father. You know what I'm saying? A brother, an uncle. You know what I mean? Teach some of these kids that look up to you that you might be the OG of their neighborhood. You know what I mean? Instead of listening to stuff that we got going on, that people just the tension and the animosity just is fueled up like no other business. For what? You know what I mean? Where's the learning content that we push out like this that you see, you think that YouTube would gravitate to? They're not trying to sit there and help us educate our kids to let us know where we come from, how the original Black Panthers moved, bro. You know what I'm saying? They want to make it seem like it's just a comic book. You know what I mean? And God rest that man's soul. You know what I'm saying? That movie did a lot for people like that. You know what I mean? Because they don't even want to see us in that high aspect of a civilization of people that really created this world. But here's the funny thing, though. You have to look no further than go to Egypt and learn your history over there. You know what I mean? Period.
That's a fact.
Here's the funny thing. How can you say you're superior to something when that's something that you think that's below you was your father and mother? You know what I'm saying? Without the Egyptian Empire, you couldn't have the Roman Empire. Without the Roman Empire, you couldn't have the British Empire and the French Empire and everything else, the Spanish, the Spaniards, Brazil. You know what I'm saying? You like this world came from something, and for some reason they think it started with this country here, America, cut. You know what I'm saying? You know, it did not. You know what I mean? We're gifted people. You know what I mean? That king and is synonymous to all of us because we you know what I mean? We're the birthplace of this world. You know what I'm saying? You whatever we touch is golden. How we move and how we speak and how the music and everything else and how we just live life and how we love to love. You know what I'm saying? Our emotions is like, hey man, we're God chosen people. Never forget that. You will never have to sit there and hold your head down to no human being out here and no beast. Because some of these human beings are straight beasts. Know that. They really got the, you know what I mean? Where we come from, where I come from, right? When we say shaitan, you feel me? When they got that shaitan in their eye, that's that devil in their eye. You know what I mean? You better catch that whiff. You know what I mean? Anyways, bro, you know what I mean? Happy early birthday.
No, so
you know what I mean? And salute to the chat and everything else. And I hope everybody's doing well, your families and everything else. And keep your head up. Don't let politics, don't let religion, don't let the other person from the other hood, different gang colors, this everything else, whatever you have, don't let nothing sit there and keep you from unifying with your people. Loving your people. Don't say you love your people if you're not willing to sit there and show that. Nip had to show that and sit there and say, I come from a Crip neighborhood. Let me go ahead and put on that all red on. You know what I mean? That's why on his funeral and everything else, you see YG and them coming, you know, to represent that. My son's named after him. You understand what I'm saying? Because that there influence the world. What do you want to leave behind in the world? To each and every person we got in the chat, man. You know what I mean? We just got to be driven to do the best we can, man.
That's all love.
I mean, one love.
All right, my brother. Salute. Yeah, that's my brother King T. You know, when he come on, he drop his gems. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's about. Love that brother. You know what I mean? But yeah, real talk. You know, it's all about self-determination. At the end of the day, we got to do what I do. We got to do what we do for our children, the next generation. You know, they're gonna learn everything that they learn. They're gonna learn it from us. So again, we have our hands out. They're gonna have their hands out too. So we gotta stop that. You know what I mean? But showing love, man, I feel like I want to talk about these different things, but I'm gonna have to bring it on another broadcast. I want to talk about this religion. I want to talk about this. Whoa, hey, whoa, hold on, whoa, stop everything. I appreciate love. This person is about to come up next. I gotta bring up my brother. I appreciate, love him so much. Peace to the guys, my brother. What's going on? I ain't heard from you in a while. What's going on, my brother? Hold on. I can't hear you. I think the what's that?
Positive.
Yes, sir. I mean, peace.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
How are you?
Chi Rara. I'm good.
You all right?
I'm good. God is good.
You know, happy Earth Day, brother. Earth Angel. Yes, you know, many more health and strength.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Peace. That's all love. That's all love. How you feeling? How you been?
There's an echo going on there.
It sounds good on my end. I'm not sure if you got two screens on. Maybe you, yeah. I'm not sure.
Well, I just wanted to. I just wanted to. No, I just have one.
Okay, I'm gonna let you go ahead and build. It seemed like it just echoes on your end. I'm not sure what's going on, but go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, I just wanted to. Yeah, I just wanted to give some vibrations to support what what you were saying earlier. You know, about self-determination. You know, Self-determination is very important. Let me see what I can do. I'll put my volume down, I guess. Can you hear me still?
Yes, I can.
Can you hear me still?
Yeah.
All right, all right. Yeah. So self-determination is very important. Matter of fact, it's the most important thing. You know, along with self-reliance and then self-sufficiency. That is the only thing that is important right now. As far as what is going on in the society and the things that we see and hear happening, those things are really relevant. Although they're important, they're a distraction. A distraction from our self-determination and self-reliance and self-sufficiency in establishing those things for ourselves. We have a right for that. We don't need permission from anyone to take care of ourselves. That is our responsibility. However, in order for us to do these things, there's certain things we have to reverse. We have to reverse, number one, our status and standing within the system and the society. For example, it is a word called to secede. To secede is to stop. It's to take ourselves out of the jurisdiction in which we now find ourselves. Because within that jurisdiction, we are labeled as victims. We are looked upon as less than what we are in reality. Some of the things I would like to even just bring out is some points. One of the points we need to understand is that which is can never not be. Can never not be. That which is not can never be. All that is hidden shall be revealed. All that is hidden shall be revealed. Righteousness is the foundation of all things. Peace is established in righteousness. Love is the rule of law. And truth is the vanguard. Wisdom is a gift. Understanding is mandatory. And knowledge is free. So in saying this, you know, it is not I that speak, it is Jah, our righteous ancestors and our Creator, that speak and reveal these things. So it's very important to understand righteousness. Before we can be successful, victorious, and be exalted, we must understand the role that righteousness plays. It has nothing to do with being right or wrong or morality or ethics. Righteousness is what we call the creator, the creator's embodiment. It is written that righteousness exalts a nation. It is also written, I have never seen a righteous man forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. It is also written, first the kingdom of God, which is righteousness, and all of its righteousness, and all things will be added unto you. These are principles and precepts that unless we incorporate that within the movement of the revolution, billion evolution, we are just going around in circles. You must understand righteousness is to compare with your car or your house. To get into your house, you need a key. Without a key, you can't get in. To get into your car, you need a key. Without a key, you can't get into your car. Without a key, you cannot start your car to go where you need to go to. Righteousness is similar to the key you use to get into your house. The key get into your home. Without that key, you cannot enter into your own house. And if you should have to go through the window and someone see you that do not know you and know that that's your house, you're a criminal at that point. If somebody drinking and entering. So you understand what I'm saying? There's no way around righteousness. Without righteousness, we're going to have the problems that we're now facing. Righteousness is fundamental. We must unite for righteousness' sake. We must unite in the name of righteousness. We are a righteous people. We must be loyal to righteousness. Not about being Mr. Goody Two-Shoes or being perfect. That's irrelevant. That's what the Jim Crow has taught us. They have defined everything for us. We must redefine everything. Self-determination is led by a redefinition of words. Words has been used to put spells on our people and put spells on the world. It is our responsibility to free ourselves, to liberate ourselves. But we have to declare that we no longer are part of what we know as the system. The thing about that announcement is once you secede from it, you can't go back to it. Mm-hmm. So you can't go back and forth. You can't have one foot in and one foot out. You can't do that.
That's a fact.
So there'll be many of us that cannot let go. They feel like they can rehabilitate the system. They feel like they can fix the system. You can't fix it. It is what it is. Sometimes you have to accept the system as it is, as we have put it to the test. No other people have put the system of democracy, of whatever this they call these systems. Our people have put these systems to the ultimate test. We have gone through it. There's nothing that we have not done. There's nothing that we have not done to make this system or to help this system or to use this system for our betterment. It is impossible because it is not designed for righteousness. When they speak about reparation, when reparation is going to sound, is it like this? How are you going to give a people reparation? Our people, because our reparation is different. You can't compare our reparation to other races and other times in history of other people never see reparation. Number one, if you're not, you have to reparate the law. The legal system must be reparated. The educational system must be reparated. The business sector must be reparated. And the banking system must be reparated. If you don't reparate the laws, How you gonna reparate? Money is not this. It's not reparation. Money is not reparation. You know, we have to reparate a lot of different things in order for Black people to be reparated, to receive reparations. You just can't give us money. The laws are still Jim Crow. You have to reparate. It was a law that was passed that allowed the Europeans, the Caucasians, to feel like they can go into Africa and extract people, or to keeping it real now, that they can come to the Americas and extract African people and spread them out in the world. A lot of people don't understand that the first slave trade was the American slave trade, not the African slave trade. So you cannot reparate us until you reparate every aspect of this society and this system. So this is why they have a problem in reparating Black people. They can't do nothing. They can't do that. They're not going to do it. So for us to ask for reparation and keep working on that is absolutely ridiculous. What we need to do is unite ourselves together, come together, deal with that situation as a people, provide for ourselves, build for ourselves. We have the right to do that. And if anyone should try to take that right from you, then you have to defend yourself. That's simple. There's no other way to look at it. There's no other way to look at it. Anything else is just a bunch of talk, you know? So those who are ready for change should unite themselves together. We need to put aside certain things. We need to forgive ourselves. We need to forgive our brothers and sisters. We need to love ourselves. We need to love our brothers and sisters. We need to work together. We need to look at how we can make a change. We need to love our children before anything else. We need to protect our children before anything else. We need to protect our women, you know. Men need to come together and stop the foolishness. We need to stop airing a lot of things on social media that is contrary to the goals at hand, which is the liberation and liberation, that meaning self-sufficiency, the self-determination, self-reliance of our people. We need to build our own education system. We need to come together and do that. You know, our own healthcare system, we need to do that. You know, it's like, it's a no-brainer. We need to stop looking at their politics as a way out, because we have done it. They've done it from the beginning of this nation. We established it from the jure establishment of this country. We established the jure government. We did that. John Henson, the first Black man. The first president of the United States of America is a Black man. So we set the whole thing up. President Lucille, the president, we did that. We set that up. That's not being taught in the school because they won't allow it part of American history to be taught.
Right.
You know, so we understand that there is no hope in this system, but there is hope in our people. So we need to rely on the hope that is in us, and stop thinking that there's hope for the system. There's no hope in us. That system was not designed for us. You know, so really, I just wanted to point out how important righteousness is. We have to redo everything. We have to return to our own culture. We have to return to our own affairs, our own tradition. One of our traditions is, how do we pray? How do we pray? Prayer is a very strong and powerful thing amongst our people. So how do we utilize prayer as a form of resistance? We did a lot of praying while we were enslaved here and oppressed. We prayed constantly. The scripture said we should pray without ceasing and worship in spirit and in truth. So prayer has to be seen different now. For instance, every thought, every action, every emotion, every manifestation, every aspect of creation, including creation itself, light, darkness, day, night, life, death, all those things are prayer. So when you inhale, that's one prayer. When you exhale, that's another prayer. Your whole life is a prayer. Your whole manifestation is a prayer. One thought that comes from your mind is a prayer. Everything, one step that you take is a prayer. So now we have to understand that prayer takes on a whole nother role. So when we're praying now, we're praying whole and not a moment we taking out of a 24-hour period and calling and asking for this and asking for that. We don't have to ask for anything. Be the prayer, be the change, be the revolution, be the evolution of the revolution. And if you're a revolutionary, you need to evolve as a revolutionary. You can't come and do the same thing that Malcolm X did. You can't come and do the same thing that Martin Luther King did. You can't come and do the same thing that Black Panther did and think you were going to create a change. It's not going to happen. You're going to get the same result. They're going to lock you up. They're going to shoot you.
Big bars.
Because you have not evolved with the revolution. The revolution is not a war of bodies and guns. Revolution is a change of action and thinking. Of a change of heart. You're evolving into your higher self. Now, this is a God order. This is not a man order. This is God has ordered this. Now, righteous ancestors spoke of it this time and these days. The universe is changing our DNA. So that's all I wanted to actually put forth, that people understand that there's more to this struggle, more to this movement than what you see going on. There's more to it. Don't be misled or deceived. There's one group responsible for everything you see going on in the Ukraine, in Taiwan, in the United States of America, the whole one group. I will not call their name.
Yes, indeed.
But God, am I right to see them?
Mm-hmm.
And we know that there is no way that they are going to be victorious in their evil ways. No wicked can stand in the congregation of the righteous. No wicked can stand in the congregation of the righteous. So righteousness is the key. If we gather ourselves and unify ourselves on the foundation of righteousness, nothing can overcome us. They will run. Righteousness, the universe and nature, RUN, run. The gun will run. It will be a bloodless coup. It will be a bloodless revolution. Those who want to do God, the universe and nature will fight. And that's gun. G-U-N, gun. Now, the reason why gun, because you see, when you say God, God is something different to every man, a different organ. One organization, some see God as the mountain, some see God as fire, some see God as the sea. And because of this difference in seeing, they have arguments and they get into wars and they fight. But when we understand that God is actually righteousness, and in righteousness there's no deviation, there's no change. Righteousness is not love, love is love, you know? Okay. That's why righteousness, the universe, nature, your enemies will run from you. And you will be given all the powers of nature to defend yourself. Believe me. You can tell the mountain to stand up and move from over there and go over there, and the mountain will do that. You can ask the earth to open up, and it will open up for your enemies. And that answers the question why we don't have the Air Force Navy in the Marine. Because we don't need it. Once we unite ourselves together as one people and make our foundation the foundation of righteousness, we'll be exalted and victorious in anything, in everything we do. With bar none. You know. So I wanted to put that to the audience. Just commend you on your work that you've been doing, brother OC. See what you're doing. I'll be looking at see what you're doing, and all things will work together. Will come to what it ought to come to, and it will be positive and righteous.
That's right.
It's about righteousness. It's about standing on that foundation of righteousness without fear, fearless. You know, you're in the right. If you're righteous and you're doing with righteousness, you're doing with justice, stand on that. Fear cannot come into your favor. You know, no fear. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to leave you with that, and the audience with that. You know that righteousness is the key. Teach that to your children and your grandchildren. Let them know the power of righteousness. Let them stand on it. You know, that's the balance. That's the balance of life. You don't need this. You don't need this. You need this. We are the zero. We are the zero. It's still balancing.
That's a fact.
Positive, negative. And we are the zero. And we possess all the powers of positivity and all the powers of negativity. As long as we stay focused on God, the zero, the balance. When we do this, that's called an abomination. This here. Somebody robbing somebody when you do this. When somebody stealing from somebody. You're losing. But this is just a just balance. Justice. This is righteousness. This is righteousness. The zero. The even balance. The uneven balance. This is righteousness. This is what the world don't want. The world don't want this. The world don't want this. But nature, the universe, is established on this. On this. We need to keep this in their faith. We need to stay positive in their face, united in their face, righteousness in their face, regardless of what they throw at you. Keep that.
That's right.
Keep that. See? Self-determination, self-reliance, self-sufficiency right here. So peace and love, my brother.
Peace and love. Peace and love. Peace and love. Salute, salute. Yeah. Nah, hey, the elder was dropping real gems, you know. I hope we got that. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, elder, if you could put it in the chat where people could find you, you know, definitely put that in the chat. You know, some of the people want to hear a little more. And I know he does music. He does a beautiful job when it comes to his music and things like that. So hopefully you can put that in the chat. Put that in the chat. You know, if you can't put it in this chat, definitely put it in the comments where people could find you if and once you hear this again. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, you know, hey, we got to shut it down with the elder. You know what I'm saying? We got to shut it down with the elder. But like I say, hey, support the platform. Y'all want to celebrate with the God. You know, Earth Day is tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? But y'all can go ahead and show love today or tomorrow, whenever you see this. You know, y'all can hit the cash app if y'all want to, you know, buy me a drink or buy me some, you know what I mean, some coffee, tea, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, go ahead and bless the cash app. You know what I mean? But outside of that, just show love, hit like as you come in, you know, change the algorithms for this type of content. You know, y'all can hit me up. Hit me up on my social medias, you know. If you want to hear more from me, I'm on Facebook. I'm on Snapchat. Y'all want to see some of my personal life, y'all can go to my Snapchat. You can type in OC the Great 1, OC the Great number 1, Snapchat. Y'all can find me on there. See some of my personal life. And again, Instagram, stuff like that. Just reach out to me, however you know, if you want me to do more content about different things. You know what I'm saying? Outside of that, I'll be chilling. I'm not really a YouTuber like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be chilling. YouTube don't really pay for this content, you know. So they don't know how to throw a commercial for McDonald's on this content like that and all that. You know what I mean? So it's all love, you know. This is ran and supported by the people, and that's how we go. That's how we going. This how we get down. You know what I'm saying? I don't need none of their help. I just need the people, and that's what we talking about. We may have a conversation about. I got some other things on my mind, and y'all be able to see exactly what's on my mind when it comes to where we should go as a people. But peace to the gods. You know what I mean? Love is love.